Hello, welcome back to my shack, and my name is Carsten. My call sign, you know it, it's Delta Kilo 6 Mike Papa. And today we're talking about the QRM Eliminator, and this is the QRM Eliminator with a brand from Vimo. And there are also a version from MFJ, but MFJ have more buttons and knobs on his unit. And on the end why I choose the version from Vimo is have only 3 knobs. This is okay for me to handle, and the price was really moderate. Normally all stuff in ham radio is overpriced, but the price for the QRM Eliminator, it's okay for ham radio, yes. And the biggest question on the beginning for me was, is this a fake? Is this a placebo? Can this little box really help me in my daily business in ham radio? And I will make it short on the beginning. Yes, it is. And mostly when you work on the low bands, 40 meter, 80 meter, 160 meter. On these bands, it's a very, very nice tool. On the high bands, not so often. You have not so big problems with man-made noise on the high bands, on my side. But on the low bands, I love this little tool and I will never miss them. But let us make a look on it, and then you can understand why. Yeah, welcome to my shack, and at the moment we are at the 80 meter band, yes, and there's a running QSO, and at the moment you can see I have a background noise level for an S9. Yeah, and there's a station in the background, I not really can copy them. And when you watch on the SDR, you will see there is a very crispy background in the SDR. It's not really dark, it's a kind of crispy. And this is our distortion. I will turn on the QRM Eliminator and will find the perfect phase. And when you watch in the SDR, on this moment, where I have faded out the distortion, the background will also be dark. It's an indicator that you have a good position for filtering out. I will turn off the QRM Eliminator. Very terrible. No noise breaker will help. I switch on the QRM Eliminator again, and you see also the waterfall. The distortion is back in the background. Yes, I will turn it on. I can read the signal, I can understand what you say, and I have no crispy noise on the audio. It's a fine tool. It's a fine tool. Yeah, we were on the look on the QRM Eliminator. The QRM Eliminator you can see here on my shack, and they have 3 knobs. They have a one-off button, and this 3 knobs you can turn. This is the gain. The gain is on my side. I use the gain every time on the maximum. Because when you turning on the gain, your signals on the S meter going down. Yeah, and then I can give not a real report. That's why I have it on the maximum. The same here. This is the turn for the main antenna for the main antenna, and here also I do nothing the most time. I have the gain of maximum, and I have the main antenna on the middle, so that I have no correction of this, and all what I use is this knob. This is from the help antenna, and this is all what I do is I have a bad signal. You can hear it. S9 on 80 meter, Then I turn this unit on. Then I'm looking for the perfect position. You can hear it at the moment. S3, S5 on altimeter. S9. S3, S5. Perfect. The important thing what you have to know is what is the big benefit of the QRM Eliminator. You have seen that the noise blanker in my transceiver doesn't work, because or he cannot reduce the distortion really much. Yeah, he cannot reduce the distortion really much. The QRM Eliminator, and this is the biggest benefit, the QRM Eliminator eliminates the distortion before it reaches your transceiver. When I have no QRM Eliminator, I have the distortion inside of the radio and I have to try to filter them out. But the QRM Eliminator prevents my transceiver from getting this distortion. And so I can filter out the distortion before it reaches into my transceiver. And this is the big difference, and this is the big benefit, that you're filtering out before it reaches your transceiver. And you see it on my video and you hear it, yeah. It's a much different. And you can see that the QRM Eliminator is off. I will turn on the QRM Eliminator. I turn off the QRM Eliminator. There's a big difference, and it's very simple to handle.
Okay, have a look on my setup. This is my Kenwood TS590 Sierra Golf. The antenna input 1 is connected to the TRX connector, and I get from my output from my TS590 to the PTT, and the PTT output is going to my amplifier. On this output, it's only for explaining as my main antenna, and my main antenna is here plugged to the main antenna connection. On the aux antenna, I have a very cheap antenna switch from eBay, because I want to test different antennas for with the QRM Eliminator. And here you can see on output 3 I have a 3 meter copper wire. I have on output number 2 an old CB radio antenna. It's outside on my window. And under my roof I have a 20 meter long folded dipole antenna, in which these antennas I'm making my first tests. Okay, on this side you can see it in pictures. What happens with the QRM Eliminator? It's important that your antenna is not too big. That's why I on the end only use the 3 meter copper wire, because your helping antenna should receive the disorder, but if should not receive the good signals from around the world. But my main antenna have the distortion. This is my problem, yes, together with all the good signals from around the world. And only when your receiving helping antenna not can also receive the good signals, this setup will work well. Why? The problem is the QRM Eliminator will also eliminate the good signals from around the world when the helping antenna can receive them also. This is a very important part, and that's why my setup with 3 antennas and a big 20 meter fold dipole not work. It works only with a small 3 meter copper wire inside of the shack.
Yes, on the end, the QRM Eliminator is worth its money. It's very important that you set up a good helping antenna, but don't forget, it's the much better way to reduce the man-made noise by using ferrite cores. I have more than 150 ferrite cores here installed in my house on power transmitter, on TVs, on the Xbox, on the PlayStation, whatever here is in the house. And I have noticed the most man-made noise is by myself, not from my neighbors. But yeah, if you cannot remove all distortion from your house or your neighborhood, the QRM Eliminator can help much. I say thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoy it. I know my English is not perfect. And now I have to make breakfast. No, sorry. Now I have to make a meal for my kids. My daughter will come from the kids garden next half hour, and my son also from school. And then I will do the German version of this video, and I will all upload today. Thank you for watching my video. Stay healthy, my friends, and please, if you want, use the follow button, and I hope I can catch you on the band. Bye bye, 73.